Have you been thinking about starting your own small business, but feel overwhelmed by all the legal stuff involved? Trust me, I've been there. Setting up an LLC can seem really daunting and complicated at first. But what if I told you that it doesn't have to be that way? That's right, today we're going to demystify the whole process of forming an LLC in Pennsylvania. I'll walk you through all the steps, paperwork, and even some cool free tools to make it super easy. So get comfy, grab a snack, and let's dive in. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more awesome business tips. First things first, why form an LLC specifically in Pennsylvania? Well, the Keystone State has some nice advantages. When it comes to setting up a limited liability company, the filing fees are affordable compared to some other states. More importantly, though, Pennsylvania gives you solid liability protection if you follow all the rules for maintaining your LLC. That means your personal assets like your home, car, and savings are sheltered from any business debts or lawsuits against your company. It's a pretty sweet deal, right? Okay, now for the good stuff, the actual steps to start your Pennsylvania LLC. I'll make this as easy as possible. Step 1, name your LLC. This part is fun because you get to pick an awesome name for your new business. Just make sure it follows Pennsylvania's naming rules, like including LLC or limited liability company and not being too similar to another company's name. You can quickly check online if your name idea is available using Pennsylvania's business name database. Once you've nailed down that perfect name, you may want to also snag the matching website domain to protect your brand. Easy start, right? Step 2, appoint a registered agent. Here's where things might sound a bit confusing at first. Every Pennsylvania LLC must appoint something called a registered agent. This is a person or company that agrees to receive all your official legal and tax notices on behalf of your LLC. Their role is super important for staying compliant and avoiding any issues with the state down the road. That's why I recommend using a professional registered agent service. It's affordable at around $150 per year and totally worth the peace of mind. Don't worry, I've got a great free resource for registered agents that I'll share with you later. Step 3, file the certificate of organization. This is essentially your LLC's birth certificate in Pennsylvania. It's just a simple form stating your company's name, address, registered agent info, and some other basic details. Filing this certificate is what actually creates your official Pennsylvania LLC. The state filing fee is currently $125, which isn't too bad. You can file online via Pennsylvania's business website or submit a hard copy by mail. We'll go through the online filing process together so you see exactly how easy it is. Step 4, create an operating agreement. While not legally required in Pennsylvania, having an operating agreement for your LLC is still an absolute must. This internal document outlines the ownership structure, member roles and responsibilities, how profits are distributed, and rules for running the company. Trust me, you'll be really glad you took the time to draft this operating agreement, especially if you ever have disagreements with partners down the road. It keeps everything crystal clear from the start. Step 5, get an EIN. An EIN, or employer identification number, is basically a social security number for your business. You'll use this 9-digit number for hiring employees, opening a business bank account, filing taxes, and more. The cool part is you can easily get an EIN for free directly from the IRS website. No need to pay anyone else for this step. Step 6, handle permits, licenses, etc. Depending on the type of business you're starting, you may also need to apply for certain permits, professional licenses, sales tax numbers, and so on at the state or local level. For example, if you're opening a restaurant, you'll likely need food service licenses. The requirements can vary, so I'd recommend checking Pennsylvania's website for your specific industry. Better to have all those ducks in a row from day one. That's it, just 6 straightforward steps. And you're all set with your official Pennsylvania Small Business LLC. Of course, I'll put all the key links and resources. We covered it in the video description. So let's talk about the cost of setting up an LLC in Pennsylvania. Since cost is always a concern when starting a new business, let's do a quick recap of roughly what this whole LLC formation will run you in Pennsylvania. The state filing fee for a certificate of organization is around $125. Registered agent service is around $100 or $150 per year. LLC formation service, it's optional. There are wallas for basic packages up to $300 or more with add-ons. Operating agreement, you can choose a free template or $50 to $150 to have a drafted. AIN from the IRS is free. Permits or licenses vary based on business. As you can see, for just the bare essentials, you're looking at $225 to $275 to start an LLC in Pennsylvania, plus any industry-specific permits. If you use an online LLC formation service like ZenBusiness or Bizee, expect to pay $0 to $300 or more on top of their packages and add-ons. So while not free, setting up an LLC in Pennsylvania is definitely affordable, especially thanks to some great free resources I've got lined up for you. Be sure to like the video if you're finding this guide helpful so far, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any other small business tips. Before we round up this tutorial, let's answer this question. How long for an LLC to be approved in Pennsylvania? This is one of the most common questions I get. How long until your Pennsylvania LLC is officially approved and active after filing that certificate of organization? The typical turnaround time is about 5 or 7 days for standard processing. However, Pennsylvania does offer expedited service for an additional $100 fee if you need your LLC formed more quickly. Either way, once your paperwork is accepted, Pennsylvania will send you an official approval certificate in the mail. That's when your LLC formally exists and provides liability protection. A pretty exciting milestone. Moving on, does an LLC need a business license in PA? This is an important point I don't want you to miss. Simply forming an LLC is not the end of the road for legal requirements. Depending on your industry, you'll likely still need certain business licenses or permits from Pennsylvania or your local municipality before you can legally operate. For example, if you're starting a construction company, Pennsylvania will require you to have a home improvement contractor license. Or if you're opening up a restaurant, you'll need food service permits at the very least. The licenses and permits can vary tremendously based on your specific business activities. So it's crucial to also get the proper regulatory approvals beyond just your LLC formation paperwork. Your best resource is the Pennsylvania Business One-Stop Shop website that helps identify all the potential licenses and permits you may require. I'd recommend spending some time going through that site to avoid any nasty surprises or fines down the road. There you have it, friends. Everything you need to know to start an LLC for your small business in Pennsylvania. We covered all the steps, some key cost estimates, timing expectations, licensing needs, and more. As promised, let me give you some of my top free resources for Pennsylvania LLC formation. For a professional registered agent service at no cost for the first year, I highly recommend the Bizee, formerly Incfile. Their Wow LLC package is a great way to get started. And for filing your LLC online with the Pennsylvania government, the Business One-Stop Shop website walks. You go through the whole process really easily. Of course, the links for both of those are in the video description, along with some other helpful LLC tools and guides. If you found value in this video, show some love by giving it a big thumbs up and hitting that subscribe button. Leave a comment if you have any other LLC questions. Until next time, get out there and start that business you've been dreaming about. An LLC offers great protection and legitimacy right from the start. So what are you waiting for? Full steam ahead!